The spotlight is back on one of Hollywood's most talked about love stories. Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn, two names that once defined quiet romance, are suddenly lighting up the internet again. After months of silence, mysterious clues, and lyrical hints, fans are asking the question everyone's afraid to answer. Are Taylor and Joe back together? Stay tuned, because in the next few minutes, we're diving deep into the truth, the clues, and the chaos behind the latest Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn rumors. Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn rumors spark again. The internet can't stop talking. The pop world is buzzing once again. And as usual, it's Taylor Swift at the center of it all. This time, the conversation isn't about her music, her record-breaking Eras tour, or her global fan base. It's about her love life. More specifically, the whispers of a possible reunion with her longtime ex, Joe Alwyn, have taken over social media, gossip blogs, and entertainment headlines worldwide. For Swifties and celebrity watchers alike, this story hits all the right emotional notes. Love, heartbreak, mystery, and a trail of cryptic clues that only Taylor could orchestrate. So, what's really going on between Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn in 2025? Let's dive deep into the rumors, fan theories, insider sources, and how this new wave of speculation has once again proven that Taylor Swift doesn't just write the story. She is the story. A quick recap. The love story that captured millions, Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn's romance, began quietly in 2016, after her high-profile breakups with Calvin Harris and Tom Hiddleston. Unlike her previous relationships, Taylor and Joe chose to keep things deeply private. For years, they managed to protect their love from paparazzi and gossip columns, something almost unheard of in Hollywood. In interviews, Taylor described Joe as her safe place, someone who helped her find normalcy amidst fame. Their love inspired some of her most emotional albums, including Reputation, Lover, Folklore, and Evermore. Fans have long believed that Joe co-wrote several of her songs under the pseudonym William Bowery, something Taylor later confirmed. Their 6-year relationship seemed stable, loving, and mature. That's why, when reports of their split surfaced in April 2023, fans were completely stunned. The breakup that shocked fans. According to multiple outlets, Taylor and Joe ended things amicably, citing differences in lifestyles. While Taylor's world revolves around touring, media attention, and global fame, Joe's preference for a quiet, private life may have created distance between them. Sources close to the couple told Entertainment Tonight they had a beautiful relationship, but they grew apart. Joe never liked the limelight, and Taylor's career has reached a level where privacy is nearly impossible. Taylor, as always, processed her emotions through her music. Songs like You're Losing Me and The Great War hinted at the pain of losing a long-term partner. Swifties quickly connected the dots. For them, the breakup wasn't just celebrity gossip. It was the emotional foundation for an entire era of songs. Fast forward to 2025, the rumors start again. 2 years later, the story refuses to die. Over the past few weeks, several small but intriguing clues have reignited speculation that Taylor and Joe might be reconnecting. Clue number 1. The necklace in a recent public appearance. Taylor was spotted wearing a gold chain with a pendant identical to one she wore frequently during her relationship with Joe. To casual fans, it's a simple accessory. But to Swifties, professional detectives of the internet, it was the first major hint. Clue number 2. The lyrics in her newly released track. Whispers through the window, Taylor sings, "We built a house no storm could break." But sometimes ghosts find their way home. Fans believe it's a poetic nod to her past with Joe. The kind of lyrical breadcrumb Taylor has dropped countless times. Before clue number 3. The disappearing London Post's followers noticed that some of Taylor's Instagram stories from London vanished shortly after being uploaded. Was it a privacy move, or an attempt to hide who she was with? Reports claim Joe has been living in London again after completing his latest film project, adding fuel to the rumor fire. What insiders are saying. Entertainment insiders are divided. Some close to the couple insist that there's no romantic reunion happening, while others hint at renewed communication. A source allegedly close to Joe told the Daily Mail. They've been in touch occasionally. There's no bad blood, and both have grown a lot since they split. Meanwhile, a friend of Taylor reportedly told Us Weekly, Taylor's focus is still on her music and tour, but she's never completely closed the door on Joe. They had something rare. Neither Taylor nor Joe has publicly commented on the rumors, which only makes fans more determined to find answers. The Swiftie detective machine, in action no fandom in pop culture, investigates like Swifties. Within hours of Taylor's necklace photos surfacing, Reddit threads exploded with timelines, lyric analysis, and even AI-generated relationship maps. TikTok creators began posting comparison clips showing Joe's interviews, Taylor's old concert expressions, and every matching phrase. Between their songs, some fans are convinced Taylor's latest onstage smile during her Eras Tour performance of Invisible String, a song about destiny and connection, wasn't random, they believe. She was subtly hinting that the string between them never broke. Others think this is all just fan imagination, the natural byproduct of a fandom that thrives on clues and emotional storytelling. Either way, the internet's obsession with Taylor and Joe 2.0 has dominated entertainment news for days. Why these rumors matter so much in today's celebrity ecosystem? Taylor Swift isn't just a singer, she's a global narrative engine. Every lyric, every outfit, every Instagram caption sparks thousands of theories. Her relationship with Joe Alwyn was one of the few times she truly lived outside the public gaze. It represented a mature, grounded phase in her life, a love story that contrasted sharply with the more chaotic romances of her past. So when whispers of a possible reconnection emerge, fans see more than gossip. They see hope, nostalgia, and emotional continuity. For them, Taylor and Joe symbolize a kind of quiet, enduring love story Hollywood rarely offers. Fans react: hope, humor, and heartbreak. Social media reactions have been a mix of excitement, skepticism, and outright chaos. On X, formerly Twitter, hashtags like "Oh, Taylor and Joe," "Yar Swiftie detectives and the back together" have trended for days. Memes featuring her lyrics, "I remember it all too well," again, are everywhere. TikTok edits showing flashbacks of the couple's rare public appearances have gone viral, collecting millions of views. A fan wrote, "If Taylor and Joe really get back together, I'll believe in love again." Another joked, "If she breaks up with him a second time, at least we'll get another 2 Grammy-winning albums." Whether supportive or sarcastic, one thing's clear: everyone is emotionally invested. What Taylor's music tells us Taylor Swift's artistry has always mirrored her emotional life. When she sings, fans listen for truth wrapped in melody. If you trace the emotional arc from Lover to Midnights, her songwriting reveals growth, healing, and self-reflection. The supposed rekindling with Joe, if true, could inspire an entirely new chapter, one about rediscovery and maturity. Critics have pointed out that Taylor's power lies in her ability to turn personal experiences into collective feelings. Even if these rumors aren't factual, they've already become part of her mythos. Another story fans will decode for years: media and public fascination. Why it never ends. Hollywood thrives on the fusion of mystery and glamour. And Taylor Swift, with her emotional transparency and lyrical genius, gives the media endless material to discuss. Add Joe Alwyn, the calm, private English actor, into the mix, and the contrast creates perfect tabloid tension. The press frames her as the open book, him as the quiet poet. Together, they're cinematic. This dynamic makes every hint of contact or possible reconciliation irresistible to both fans and journalists alike. Could they actually be back together? Here's the truth: no one outside their inner circle really knows. And maybe that's the beauty of it. Taylor has mastered the art of controlled mystery, revealing enough to keep the world intrigued, but never enough to lose control of her narrative. Joe, on the other hand, remains one of the few people who has never exploited his connection to her fame. If they are reconnecting, it's likely happening privately, quietly, far from the flashing cameras. If not, then the story remains what it's always been: 2 artists whose love once inspired some of the most beautiful songs of the decade. The power of Taylor Swift, turning rumor into relevance. Every time Taylor Swift trends, it's not by accident. Even gossip stories amplify her influence, boosting her streaming numbers, keeping her in headlines, and reinforcing her cultural dominance, whether she's breaking records or breaking hearts. She remains the one celebrity who controls the internet rather than being controlled by it. These latest rumors are proof that the world's fascination with her isn't just about her life. It's about her ability to transform real emotion into universal art. Final thoughts. The love story that never ends as of now. There's no official confirmation that Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn are back together. But fans will keep searching, decoding, and believing, because the Taylor Swift story is never truly over. From secret messages in lyrics to hidden jewelry details, from emotional ballads to viral TikToks, this saga is more than gossip. It's a reflection of how one woman's creativity has built a living, breathing narrative that fans worldwide feel part of. So whether Taylor and Joe are rekindling an old flame or simply remaining friends, one thing's undeniable: the world will always be ready to listen. So, are they really back together? Honestly, no one knows for sure. Maybe they've reconnected as friends. Maybe the spark is back. Or maybe the internet is just writing its own love story. But one thing's clear: every time Taylor Swift trends, it's not just because of gossip. It's because she's mastered the art of turning real emotion into global conversation. Closing thoughts. Whether Taylor and Joe are truly finding their way back to each other or not, their story continues to captivate millions. Because Taylor Swift doesn't just sing love stories, she lives them, and somehow, we all live them with her. Maybe it's real. Maybe it's just another chapter in Taylor Swift's storybook life. But one thing's for sure: when it comes to love, lyrics, and mystery, nobody does it quite like Taylor. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the latest Swiftie gossip, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. Because there's always another secret waiting to be discovered in the world of Hollywood.